Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be checking out Antigravity. So let's get started. So if you don't know what Antigravity is, it's this new IDE from Google, okay? And I thought I would just test it out right in front of you guys so that you would understand what it can do. So I thought, let's make a simple website, but the AI agent is supposed to do all of the work for me. At most, I will provide it some data so that it can get started. So I'm going to allow it to install things. I'm going to allow it to create the website itself. And I'm just keeping it simple here. Okay, not a complicated big website that needs a lot of development. It's just going to be a static website. Let's do this. So here I have done a fresh install. So I have the terminal open, my agent open, and I've already gone into the folder where I'm going to do all of this. So, okay, so I've added this. I'm telling it to create a website using the JSON prompt I'm going to provide. First, plan this out, okay, and show me what you're going to do. I've also told it to make the necessary installation and add in all the packages necessary. And also create the home, about, and contact page for this website and use the design from the JSON data, okay, as a reference. Okay, so where do I get this JSON prompt? I put in a website design and told it to give me the JSON prompt because I didn't want to make it manually, okay? It's using this JSON prompt, and this is using the fast, okay? Let's copy this, and I'm just gonna paste it in here, okay? And I'm gonna just run it and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's created a task file for me right now. It's still doing some things in the background, but it's created a task file for me. So, oh, it's installing React Router DOM for me as well. Good. Otherwise, I would have had to tell it separately. Okay, create the implementation plan, create the layout, header, footer components. Yeah, I don't need that one. The Instagram wall. I think it was actually a part of the design. That's why it has it. The other ones are fine actually. Okay, I see a problem here, which is it's trying to install the next version of Tailwind CSS. This needs to be beat. So I can see a problem here. For a person who is not a developer, they would not know this. But this is for Next.js rather than React beat. Okay? So I can see this would have caused a problem. But we know and we can fix this later. So I'm just gonna say accept right now and just fix it later on. If this does cause a problem, maybe it won't, but I doubt that this will work perfectly. But let's accept because I'm not gonna mess with this. I'm just trying to check out how good this is. It's saying that it's done all of this and now it's going for other things and it's asking me again to do this. I don't understand why, but let's say accept. Okay, looks like the image tool failed. So as you can see, it's saying during execution the tool failed, and this is the image tool. So there are few problems here. They obviously have to fix. Okay, now it is on the page assembly part. So it has created a pages folder and it's going to be adding pages inside of that. And as you can see, the about, contact, and home page is added. And I'm assuming it's going to be updating the React Router DOM accordingly. Okay, it looks like it did fix itself, but I think it might have messed up a few things code-wise while installing the dependencies. So that is an area I feel like they need to improve on. But looks like it has started the server, and I'm gonna check it out. And as you can see, it's not working correctly. And like I said, it is a Tailwind CSS error. It wasn't able to install the Tailwind CSS for Vite. Rather, it ended up installing Tailwind CSS for Next.js. That's why it's having the problem. And it's not smart enough to figure it out right now. It keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to try and figure it out. But it's still not able to. So I'm just going to stop it and tell it what the problem is so that it can actually go and solve that. Okay, so now it is done. Let's go and check this out. Okay, so let's go to the main page. So this is the main page. These are the cards. I wish this was the white background. I think in the design it was the white background. But you can change this later. It's fine. The reason why I say white background because this blends in a lot with the background itself, so it's not really that visible. And I think these were better in the design. You know, it's a good starting point. You would have to do a day's worth of coding to even get to this point. And now it's just done for you. That is impressive because it's saving you a lot of time that you would have to manually go in and do a lot of the repetitive stuff that you usually do. See, this is a white card and it looks better. And let's see, collections. Okay, you can add it into the cart. Obviously the card doesn't work because we didn't tell it to make all of those things. So let's go to collection. Nope. About us. Uh, why when I click this it goes to the bottom? Okay. Shop. Collection doesn't go anywhere. Shop doesn't go anywhere. This is this. Okay. Contact. Okay, let me just confirm something. Yeah, it sticks to wherever we were instead of going to the top. It usually just automatically goes to the top when a page loads, but wherever. Also, the shop link is going to the main website and the collection one as well. Okay, so that needs to change because I think these two were the things in the JSON prompt I provided. That's why it's added them in, but I didn't tell it to create a shop or collection. Okay, so that's why it doesn't lead anywhere. But these are actually not bad. I would definitely change these buttons. These are very bad and plain. No, it does some things good, but it obviously needs some understanding to be able to do it itself. Yeah, this needs to be better. Yeah, the articles are correct. This isn't really that bad. Okay, this part is just broken. This needed to be better, was not. Okay, so like and subscribe to stay updated, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.